on computer or are you on phone?
I'm on a Mac. Yeah.
People need to mute when they're not talking. That's why.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you clearly.
I can hear you.
And I don't have any more echo.
Yeah, I think the key is just if you're not talking, just put your microphone on mute and you should be good to go. There's just some echo coming through some of the other speakers, but it sounds good now.
So Muha, do you want to try that? I guess you were muted the whole time while we were talking. So I'm not sure who on here. Does anybody on here have two devices running at once?
No, but I had a slight echo. What I did was I went back and kind of rejoined from the one act because it looked like there was two.
Okay, so how about now, Muha? Are you clear of the echo now?
I am, but I'm still getting like a lot of messages that we have echo on X. I don't know about YouTube. Nobody can play there, but on X, there's echo. I don't know why. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Strange. Let's see here. The day we've been waiting on. Oh man, this is highly anticipated, man. This is a very big deal. 5,000 USDT plus 2,500 loop tokens. I mean, this is by far the most alpha space I've ever been a part of. I can't say I've been a part of another space where we gave out 5 racks. This is fantastic.
David, I think it's clear now.
Oh, we clear now? You good? No more?
Am I late with my answers? Like,
No.
I don't know if I echo or something because I have 2 mics connected. One is like a big one, professional, but it's kind of not connecting. I don't know why.
Honestly, bro, to be honest, you're not late at all. It seems to me like very normal for me. So
okay, that's perfect. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a green light from Hilda, and let's kick this off. Very excited.
So, do we need like a camera on, or it can be closed, or what do you guys prefer?
No, I don't think camera's necessary. No camera. I mean, unless you want to show your face, bro, you can. You're totally free to do that.
I mean, a lot of LBankers really do know me, so shout out to everyone. Yeah.
All right. Well, lovely, man. Hey, listen. You know, we are here for the 10-year anniversary. Okay. And this is a massive milestone for LBank. For the people that don't know, could you start by introducing yourself?
Yes, of course. So shout out to every single one of you guys in the chat and every single guest here and a guest speaker on the podium. So thank you so much for hosting this great space, and it's for our 10th anniversary, as you mentioned, and definitely is a special moment to be here today. So for everyone who doesn't know who I am, I'm Muha. I'm a head of social media and community at LBank, and kind of for the past few years, to be exact, now it's 4 years since I joined the team. My job has been bridging the gap between the brand and our global community. I mean, we do have millions of traders, builders. We also have those memers, degens, dreamers who make up the heart of LBank, and we usually do a lot incorporating and connecting with those people too. So what I love most about the role I've been having at LBank, it does go beyond the marketing. I mean, you guys all work in crypto, and it's all about the people and their ideas, their energy, the trust that they give for every project. Not only kind of exchange now, for us, people are the biggest thing. So they build the trust with us over the time of 10 years now. So personally, when I look at LBank's journey from the user standpoint, I don't just see an exchange that lasted 10 years, which itself is kind of crazy, 10 years in crypto. What I usually like to say, 1 year in crypto is 7 years outside the crypto. So to give in the perspective, 10 years in our industry is huge. But I don't see only a number of years we lasted for. I see a family that's grown even stronger together through every bull and bear market. And we know that every bull market and bear market is totally different from each other and from the last one. So being part of that evolution, from my standpoint, as a users first, and then as a team member, is great. I mean, we started like a small passionate startup into the global recognized brand we just announced like 2 weeks ago 20 million people, 20 million users who use our app on a day-to-day basis. So it's, for me, it's been both humbling and also it's been so much inspiring. And today to have this chance to be live across our social media and together with you guys, it's a very special moment. I mean, we are celebrating an incredible milestone. I'm really just happy to be here as one of the voices amongst many, representing everyone who helped and make LBank what it is today. So, David, thank you so much once again for hosting this special space for us. And yeah, I'm looking forward to everyone in the chat. Yeah, shout out to everyone. LBanker or non-LBanker.
Hey, let's go, man. LBank, all the way. Let's go. Now, I gotta tell you, I put some money on Banker last night. Wasn't really the smartest idea. Has nothing to do with LBank, but just thought it'd be funny to say that. 10 years is quite an achievement, right? And especially in a fast-changing crypto world. Like, could you dive into some of the biggest milestones for LBank in the last decade? As we're talking about a decade now.
I mean, David, if you want to have like 2-day, 3-day space, we can do that easily. I can talk for days about our milestones. I mean,
24-hour spaces.
Yeah, I mean, 10 years itself is a huge number. So if I need to go through all the milestones, it's going to be crazy long. But anyway, I mean, yeah, you're right. 10 years in crypto feels like a lifetime. Personally, there's no many projects and exchanges that lasted for this long. And the industry, and in the beginning, you guys did talk about how industry changed so fast. The surviving even 3, 4, 5 years is considered an achievement in our market. So hitting a decade means we are not just endured all the bear markets that we have, but we actually evolved during them, and we built so many things that we kept so many users with us, not only with us but with the whole Web3, not only exiting for any bear market but staying with us during that time. So to be specific, it all started like in 2015 when LBank officially launched and opened Bitcoin trading to the public. And back then it was really small team. I mean, they were driven purely by the passion and belief in blockchain technology. I mean, in 2016, they took a huge step. So it was a year between launching a new project on LBank, and they open up in 2016 Ethereum and Zchain door, which evolved our trading and started listing coins on our exchange back then. So then in 2017, it was a defining year itself because LBank did launch ICO platform that supported early projects that will go to become household names in crypto. So if I need to name any, it's AVAX, it's Polkadot, it's Philchain, and many others. So those three itself are the household in the name, and they have huge millions of communities around the world. So imagine being the part of those early launches in those coins itself, which boomed up in 2021, 2022. That itself in 2017 showed our vision that always has been spotting and potential early projects which will bring our users later on to mass gainers back. We all about our users and giving them chance to get in crypto, get rich. Not quick, but during the 10 years, we definitely have some cases where the people are thankful for being with us for over 10 years now. But to go back to your question, in 2018, what we did, we had also a huge milestones, which was around 1 million users was using 3 years later LBank, and it was a massive achievement for us. And in 2019, what was very special for us, we did have our daily trading volume, which surpassed 300 million, which now in today's numbers isn't a big number, but back in 2019, the crypto had not so many users. I mean, not so many users didn't know about what's Bitcoin, what's Ethereum. And back then, that's a huge achievement for us. And from 2020 onwards, the momentum just never stops. We did add so many services to our crypto platform. We had lending, we had staking. Oh man, we had earning. We have even entered the NFT space. So back in 2021, we committed a 10 million fund to build out the Solana ecosystem. So that itself is kind of telling us that we are deeply evolved and believed in nurturing innovation and supporting early adapters and early projects from the start. So in 2022, we had breakout year. 2022 itself is our biggest year. Besides this one, but 2022 itself bring over 7 million global users worldwide. We had 1.5 daily, 1.5 billion
What do you
daily.
guys do differently to bring in those users, like in 20 in that specific year?
Facts. And now, I mean, going back to 2023, we did relaunch our IEO platform, because back in 2017 we did have big projects launching our exchange. So we reignited the IEO platform with the bank, and the first project that we launched was Spins, which raised over 51 million USDT, and we also launched our 10 million meme fund. So that was fund was to embrace the viral culture of meme coins. So besides only launching some of the biggest projects which are today live on LBank and on every other exchange, we also took 10 million fund and supported some of the meme coins around the world, which are now live. I mean, now very popular, but not as big as in 2023 and 2024. Going back to 2024, we had 15 million users. We were breaking records. We had our IEO still with so many projects which had 10,000% growth. We had Revox, we have Cellular, and we continued to push innovation on every front. And back in 2025, now currently, it was all about going global in a different way. We were uniting crypto with Web2, with real world experiences. So that's what reached us 20 million users. And we also supported 50 million DEX donation fund to strengthen the decentralization infrastructure around the world. And one of the biggest now announcement that we had like 10 days, 15 days ago was a regional national sponsor of Argentina National Football Association. So in a nutshell, I did talk for I got on a rant for 15 minutes now, but over the course of 10 years, we did so many things. We embraced the cultures, not only the big project cultures, we also had meme phase where we always supported each community that was the loudest. So in a nutshell, it was crazy 10 years, so many achievements to talk about, but it's going to get even better from now on. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question, and I hope our audience isn't asleep. So
no, I mean, I don't think anyone's going to sleep. Don't it's your day. It's your day. 10 years. 10 years. That's impressive. That's impressive. You know, that's something to celebrate about, and that's why we're all here.
Let me ask a question about. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. In those 10 years, like what are some of the biggest lessons that you've learned from like maybe the crypto industry in general that have maybe helped or maybe shaped some of major decisions or thought processes along the way that you really learned from in your tenure here in crypto? Because again, 10 years is a long time for this industry in general, and just So for anybody that's here less, you've probably got some wisdom that you can pass down, specifically from this industry again, more and more generally speaking.
If I can put it at once, it will be like crypto is always evolving. It's not stagnant. So as I mentioned, we didn't continue from 2017 to 2019. We didn't have IEO platform. We didn't launch any coins. Why? Because that back then it wasn't popular. The users didn't want to have something similar or even that one. So we needed to relaunch our platform to have staking, or as I mentioned in 2020, we had NFTs. So what we learned, the crypto is always evolving. So now 3-4 weeks ago, we had Bitcoin 125,000, 125,000. Now we do have the 110. What user needs? They need some motivation, not to keep trading, but not to exit from the crypto. So what we learned, the crypto isn't stagnant, is always evolving, is going to get faster. You need to adapt to the trends. Not only adapt to the trends, you need to set them. And for 10 years, what was the priority for us is the security. We never had any security incidents for those 10 years. So it was always that users trust that they can come back even after 2-3 years. How many bear markets that last for 3-4 years? So that they can go back to the LBank account. They can open the LBank account and their funds are safe there, staying on our app, and they can go back to trading. Second thing, what was biggest for us was education. So back in 2020 to 2023, you had so many people coming into the crypto space as a newbie. They didn't know how to even open an account or even add the wallet. We have had educational platforms on our exchange with the projects like MetaMask. We wanted to integrate that MetaMask to on our exchange that they can directly trade on our platform directly from their wallet. We had educational series with them too. So newbies coming to the space back in 2020 and 2023 was very challenging to bring that mass adoption to the crypto, not only put the listings out to them on Twitter or whatever. So those two things are the biggest learning curve for us.
No, that's great. No, that's great, man. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's that's a great answer. That's a great answer. When you think about all the things that have gone on, like honestly, if you think maybe so much more for the last 5 years or so, all the different things that have gone on that have shaken our industry, that have also catapulted our industry. I mean, because you look, this is one thing that I like to talk about on my show. Is like, look, if you think about Bitcoin and you think about the Bitcoin conference specifically, if you look at over time, crypto started out as a movement, and I got in 2017 when it was still a movement that was still part of the ethos. But if you think about the time of around the COVID pause, it turned into more of an industry. And you could tell again specifically from this conference because there was a lot more student ties. There was a lot more corporate presence. Things had changed a little bit. And at this point now, what we're seeing is the absolute entry steps of mass adoption. I mean, it's being adopted by governments and sovereign wealth funds. Last week? I think Luxembourg put 100% of their nation's sovereign wealth fund into Bitcoin. And you're starting to see this. Like I think it was the Times in India, like they reported on their front page. A Bitcoin you get you a kilogram of gold, but the idea of the engineering of that marketing was bad for Bitcoin. That was not bad for gold. And so what we're seeing is that the narrative is really spinning to part of the global financial ecosystem, which is just absolutely wild to think that in short time. And again, you guys have been here 10 years, so you've seen this shift happen, going again from a movement into the global financial ecosystem with a stop at kind of an industry along the way. Shout out to you guys for getting through all of that. A lot of exchanges, a lot of platforms. Had some really big learning curves, and some that are no longer with us. Probably for the better. But for the ones who survived it, you guys, congratulations, and we're excited to be here today, celebrating you guys. So.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, the exchange space is one of the most competitive spaces. So to stand out, it takes a lot of work. Question I had is, how do you continue to thrive in the era of so many different exchanges, especially with big giants like Binance, who are continually trying to push others out of the space?
Mucha, are you there?
I wasn't talking. I didn't unmute myself. Sorry.
Yeah, but that was a question. That was a question for you.
I apologize. I didn't unmute myself. So, I love that question because kind of for us it was always about separating the community and putting, if I can describe in one sentence, it will be putting people before the profit, and also innovation before the imitation. So we are not just kind of copying other exchanges, or we don't want to copy any other exchanges, and we're never putting the profit in front of our users. So for us, how can we be different? It will be we want to set the foundation that has always been users, trust, and innovation from LBank side, and that's what defines us. So if you don't know about LBank and you want to learn more about us, you are our priority. So the trust you have in us, it's a big one. And in an industry where, as you mentioned, there are so many exchanges and so many exchanges come and go, maintaining a spotless record for 10 years, it does speak volumes. I mean, we do have some of the bigger exchanges than us, but we never had any security, zero major security incidents since the launch in 2015. So that's a decade of reliability, of keeping people assets safe while the industry around us evolved at lightning speed. How do we differentiate ourselves from them? I mean, man, in 2024 itself, when we celebrated 15 million users, I don't know if you remember, there was a project called Slurf, and their dev made a mistake. And that was very early in our time zone, and everyone was talking about it. We had like thousands of people on tens of thousands of people on X talking about it. What we did, either though it was a kind of security risk for us to get even on a call with them because they made the mistakes, they burned all the cash that their users gave them. What we did, we hosted their wallet for the donation to give back to the people who had their funds burned. So we also donated ourselves over $1 million to the users who lost money there. So that's just one example that even though something is risky to some brands or even to us, there was the people who were burned during that time. So really what was the main priority for us was to go out, even though we are putting ourselves in risk. It was very rewarding to the people to give back to them, to even help them, not to give back to them, but to even help them during that hard time. So we are kind of setting ourselves apart, where the users is always first, and the trust that they gave us is very important.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I appreciate that, and I think it's important to people first, because at the end of the day, the people are what make the company. So that's awesome to hear.
A question for you, because we just came from the 29 event. Jay Chains, Gabatola, Zach, David, myself, everybody pretty much on the panel, and we saw that a lot of exchanges this year were primarily focusing on perps, perpetual trading, and I saw that you guys already have that included into your platform. Have you guys changed the approach, or have you guys introduced anything new with your platform? I feel like there's more and more competition with perps, and more people are now getting into leverage trading. There's all sorts of tokenized stocks as well on the blockchain. How are you guys staying relevant and creating a product that people love and will continue using?
Great question. Thank you so much for that one. So yeah, you need to adapt whatever is popular on crypto and whatever users want. So as you mentioned, stocks were at the moment very demanding from the user side. So we partner up with Ondo and we launched the stocks on our exchange. What else we did was LBank Edge. So that's totally different, and I can watch that any other platform doesn't have that. So what we do on LBank and Edge is whenever we list a coin on LBank Edge, users who are trading, and in that particular moment we have separated fund to protect their funds. So if you lost, for example, if you got into the trade at 100 USDT and that coin dropped to $10, we will cover up the 90% of that from our pocket, from our end. That's what, in a nutshell, if I can explain, that's what LBank Edge does. What else we launched? We launched LBmeme launch platform, where users, it's still in a beta version. So the users who want to launch on coin, not on the different platforms, but on ours, they want to launch a coin. They do it properly by not damaging the users who want to get into that coin. So now we had so many coins launching the previous year, and now, and Solana was kind of called very bad word in the spaces. I cannot mention it now, but we wanted to change the culture of launching coins on LBank. So the users who has an idea, they launch it on our exchange. The user who input the money, expectedly like $50 or 100 USDT, if they don't succeed in that launch coin, all the funds will go back to them. And yeah, those are some of the major platform upgrades.
And hold on. And one thing I really want to ask about, man. And this is I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction here, but let's talk about that Argentine national partnership. That's something very huge, right? Like users can instantly unlock $100 bonus by joining the event. Can you tell our listeners about that?
Bro, that is one of the biggest partnership we ever had so far. So Argentina won the World Cup in 2022, and we want to do something very big for the users who come from that partnership itself, but not only forgetting about the users who are with us for over 10 years now. So now what we did for them is we launched 100 million USDT partnership with Argentina, where users who register on our platform, their bonus will 100% be backed by us. So if you input in your future account 100 USDT, another 100 USDT will be backed in your.
Okay, that's super exciting. That's something honestly, looking into this, it's definitely something I want to dive into, and I'm sure a lot of the listeners as well are definitely going to want to get involved with. It's a great celebration for everyone, traders, fans, and the entire LBank community in general. Now running a crypto exchange smoothly for 10 years is not easy. Like, what do you think the secret behind running LBank's long-term stability and success is?
Trust. I mean, over now the 50 minutes or 30 minutes, how many minutes we are under the space, I've been talking about the trust. So trust is a big one for us. So in an industry where